I'm too focused on the check right now. I ain't even made it yet.
What's up, cousins? Welcome back to our channel, Key and Nique. It's your girl, Key. And as you can see, I am by myself today because I am going to be telling a story about the day I lost my father. For the ones that don't know, yes, I lost my father. And also, me and Kanique do not have the same father, for the one, of course, for the ones that don't know, for our new subscribers. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Whew. I don't even know, because this is like my third time trying to do this video. And it's hard. It's not easy at all. But I'm going to try my best. If I mess up, I apologize. Because telling this story is not easy. Just to let y'all know. But, I was 3 years old when my father passed away. And the day it happened, that's when my mother was saying that she didn't want him to go. Because he was riding with his father to take his sister back to Columbia. And when they took her to Columbia and got back in Sumter, they had a car accident in front of my uncle's house. And, sorry. And, yeah, so my uncle and them ran out the house, to see, because they realized who it was or whatever the case may be. One story I heard, he was still in the car, trapped in the car, and the next story I heard was they both flew out the window, but the car landed on my father. And his father was like, well, they asked him, was anybody else in the car with him? And he said, no. And I don't understand why he said that. I mean, either way, when you would have went to jail because you was drunk driving. If that's why you said no. But not only if that, you lied about your child wasn't in the car. Yes, at that time, my father was only 20 years old. This happened either April 13th or April 14th of 1998 when my father passed away. And yes, his father was like, nobody was in the car, but after that, they heard somebody screaming and realized that it was coming from another car. So they was like, oh, that's Jonathan. That's my father's name. And they finally got the car of him, and when they got the car of him, he took his last breath and he died. When they took him to the hospital, it's either he died at the scene or he died at the hospital. I'm really not sure, honestly. But I know it had to be at the scene because they say he took his last breath there. But my mom got a phone call saying that my father was in a car accident and it wasn't good. So she took us up there. They wouldn't let her go in the room. She said she was mad at him. And I understand why she was mad at him, because she basically said she didn't want him to go. But I understand you want to build a relationship with your father before anything like that would have happened. So I guess that's why. I understand why she's mad. But she said it took her a very long time to get over it. She said, so when the funeral came, but she was like, when the funeral came, it was packed. She was like, when I saw my father, I was like, oh, there's my daddy. He's sleeping. And when I said that, everybody and their mama cried. She was like, they was crying so bad. She was like, when she walked up to the casket, she almost dropped my brother. Somebody had to catch him. She don't remember who, but she know he was about to fall, and then somebody would have had to catch him. I mean, they did catch him, but yeah. She was like, when it was time to bury him, they crossed me and my brother over the casket so we wouldn't be bothered by him. Because, kids can see spirits. So he wouldn't bother us or anything like that. But it didn't help because my father still came and visited us when we were little. To this day, my father still comes and visit me. When I'm down, when I'm mad, happy, etc. My father still comes visit me. But with his father, I do not call him my grandfather because I feel like he's not a grandfather. Because he hasn't been there since my father passed away. And the reason why I don't call him my grandfather because you lied and say that nobody was in the car with you. And I feel like if you told the truth, they would have got that car for him on time. And he probably would have still been here to this day. But he's not. No, I'm not upset because it took me at the time, yes, I was very upset. But now I have forgave him in my heart. I forgave him in my heart. I had to. Especially after I had my baby, I forgave him. And my boyfriend and I was in the store and I saw him. Because, see, my boyfriend never met him because he's not in my life. So I was telling my boyfriend that was my grandfather. And I was like, should I go speak to him? And he was like, yeah. So I went up to him and I asked him, do he know who I was? Because, need I remind you, we didn't see each other in years. Years. And he was like, yeah, you such and such. I'm like, I don't know who that is, but no, that's not me. And he was like, well, who are you? Talk to me. And I was like, well, do you know Jonathan Murray? He was like, yeah. I said, yeah. Your son? He was like, yeah. I said, well, I'm his daughter. Talking about, oh, so you supposed to be my grandchild. Supposed to be your grandchild? I'm not supposed to be your grandchild. I am your grandchild. What are you talking about? And that's what I told him. And I told him I had a baby and everything. And he was like, you should come by my house so I can see my great-grandchild. And, I mean, he was just going on. But even if I come to your house, you still wouldn't recognize who I was. Because you always drunk. Because that day I talked to him, he was drunk. He had alcohol in his system. I could smell it in his pores. That's how bad he drinks. And sometimes I feel like, even my mother said the same thing. Sometimes I feel like he's trying to drink his life away because of what happened to my father. Because I feel like we feel like he thinks it's his fault. Well, actually, it is your fault. But I guess he feel like he can't get over it. It kills him. It kills him. I don't know. But he drinks bad. He drinks bad. That's not even his first accident. But yeah, he drinks really bad. Really bad. But, yeah, I saw him and I told him I had told him I had a child. He didn't seem too excited. It's like, because, of course, like I said, he was drunk. So, you don't know much. You don't know nothing about me. I don't know nothing about you. You just know I'm supposed to be your grandchild. And you're supposed to be my grandfather. So, I don't call him my grandfather because he hasn't been there even after my father died. He has not been there. He didn't even try to get in contact with us or anything. You know who my mother is. Anytime you see her, you know who she is, but you don't. Here's my number or anything. Even if I didn't forgive you, I'll still hear you out, you know? But it took me a very long time to forgive him in my heart. I had to. Will I go visit him? No. Because he don't know who I am. And he's always drunk. I know exactly where he stayed. I just won't go there. I don't feel comfortable going there. Yeah. So this year will be 21 years since my father has passed away. And it's been emotional because, like, when Father's Day come or when his birthday come, I just think about everything. And I try not to. Sorry, y'all. I think about everything and I try not to. Like, I guess that's why I don't want to be in a house alone or by myself. Because I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about none of that. Like I cried to my boyfriend. I was like, because we were talking about marriage. And I cried to my boyfriend. I was like, well, who's going to walk me down the aisle? And he was like, what you mean? I said, I don't have a father. I was like, it's not the same when your grandfather, your uncle, your brother, your cousin, or whoever the case may be, walk you down the aisle. It's not the same. It's not. I was like, I don't know who will walk me down the aisle. I said, I want my father to walk me down the aisle, but he's not here. So I really don't have a choice to have nothing for me to have like either my brother, one of my brothers, or both of my brothers, or my grandfather, or my uncle. Don't know. But I get emotional with stuff like that because people be talking about their fathers, or people be saying father, daughter, dad. I could never experience that, especially because I don't have a father. I mean, it's not the same when you have a stepfather or whatever. It's not the same. And I feel like some people don't understand that because they have their father, so they don't understand how you feel. If you can connect with it, comment down below. But yeah, I just feel like nobody will understand that, because especially the ones with a father. It's like when you lose a parent, it's not easy, because you be like, well, who's gonna do this, or who can I call on, or who can I talk to? Like, I can't talk to my father about no boys, or if I having boy problems or whatever. My father won't be able to see my son. My son will never know who his grandfather is. And it hurts. It hurts because my child was supposed to be born on his birthday, which is July the 18th. When I found out, I got emotional. I was happy, but I was sad, because I was like, I celebrated my child's birthday and my father's birthday. So it's going to be like a happy moment and a sad moment. I don't want to be sad on my baby's birthday, because that's my father's birthday. But my baby was born June 30th, 2017. So like, when Father's Day come, I don't celebrate it because I don't know how. Or when his birthday come, I tell him happy birthday. Or when I have the guts, go to his gravesite, put flowers on it, or just talk to him, or just stand there. It's just hard. But my father, you know, he still come visit me when I'm happy, sad, mad. He still come visit me. It's just, yeah, I had to stop the video because it was like, but if you hear the fan, my baby just turned the fan on. But yeah, it's not easy doing this video. It was very hard to do this video, but I had to show you guys. I even messed up the intro. It took me like 3 or 4 tries to do this video. If I probably still ain't got it right, I don't know. But I messed up the intro. I probably all over the place. Everything. I'm sorry in advance. I apologize. But if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, hit this notification bell, and hit the subscribe button, and comment down below of what story do you want to hear next, or if we should do any more story times. And make sure you don't forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend about us. Your favorite cousins are out.
And the second shit don't go their way, they switching up, and they just call me crazy. I could give a fuck what a nigga have to say about me.